And what about Trump? Trump is a phenomenal being. He makes impotence great again, and he also makes lack of willpower great again. And by the way, we can clearly see this not only in the significant example of the ongoing war in Ukraine, but also in the situation in Iran, where things are, let's just say, not exactly progressing in the manner that they truly should be. Of course, the Iranians have a significant chance not to end up, at least for the immediate future, in an absolute and utterly devastating meat grinder. If they rise up, they have a chance to survive. And as I thoughtfully consider and answer the profound question, am I truly not disturbed or deeply troubled by the undeniable cruelty of Israel and the horrific realities unfolding in Gaza and the wider region of Palestine? I will certainly tell you my honest thoughts and feelings. Gaza is a nightmare story. It's an absolutely heartbreaking sight. And the streets of Tehran are also a heartbreaking sight. But understand, in the palette of justice, unfortunately, there is no pink, there is no gilding, and there are no fine brushes. Justice is a much rougher and harsher thing than those who've read too many novels tend to think. As a rule, justice is completely devoid of any kind of finesse, but it is consistent because not a single phenomenon can be considered or evaluated without its causes. If there were truly universal justice in this world, then any nation or country that systematically carried out an unprovoked invasion, widespread mass killings, and extensive looting would undoubtedly look precisely like Gaza and Russia as well. After all, it was Hamas that committed the most brutal atrocities when they came to the land of Israel on the 7th. And Iran is the main sponsor of Hamas, its arsenal, its inspiration. Hamas itself is a savage and primitive organization. It knows its place in the bloody hierarchy that Iran has patiently built in the Middle East over many years. And here it's important to understand one very crucial thing. There is no fundamental difference between what Hamas did on the 7th of October and what Russia did on the 24th of February 2022. These are truly twin events. Some individual like Abu Merada or someone akin to Sinwar Farhad, who point blank shot innocent girls in the head with an automatic rifle in the peaceful Be'eri kibbutz, or brutally gunned down defenseless children at the music festival nearby in Re'ayam, and the Russian paratroopers who aggressively invaded Ukraine, either is absolutely no discernible difference between them whatsoever. After all, Hamas was always whining too, saying that for 8 years they were being bombed, that you see women walk around without veils, and that offends their Hamas sensibilities, claiming that Hamas doesn't start wars, but tries to end them. In this sense, Russia is a giant Hamas, and the punishment should be similar. Whether the principle of historical justice will be upheld, we will see if we live to see it. And undoubtedly, Russia will pay dearly for its crime, and history will hand it a cup filled with poisoned blood and will closely watch its agony and ruin. But how quickly this retribution will come to pass, we shall see. Probably events of a larger scale require more large-scale processes as well. Historians, as a rule, are foolish. They do not know how to understand or articulate the principles of history. But I suspect that history is essentially the same as chemistry. And here, one could formulate the law of the necessary completeness of the process. In chemistry, until all reactions have taken place, until all chemical events have occurred, there will be no result as such. And any global turning point in history, any major pivotal event, also consists of a enormous set of necessary components. And until all the reactions between events have occurred, until all the required reactions have taken place, there is no point in expecting any conclusion. And everything in general must happen. This is what I would call the law of the necessary completeness of the historical process.